So, new patch. Interesting changes, by the way. I skimmed through them a little bit. So, Void Eye, for me, this unit has not performed very well. It's pretty good on turn 1 with some of the deployments. It's okay with Mustangs. There's like some strategies where you can use the Void Eye as a tank. And the zero cost absorption is pretty good now. And what they changed here is attack interval from 3.5 seconds to 3.2 seconds. And attack is increased by 10%. So huge buff to the attack speed and attack numbers. Developers note, last patch improved Void Eye's survivability a lot, and this time we would like to make it easier for Void Eye to destroy enemy units. Yeah, I think this might make this unit actually quite good. It's a huge buff, like actually huge. And it's a pretty tempo heavy unit, so you can probably close out games with this pretty fast and then finish with, for example, War Factory or quite early War Factory. Cheese the last HP away. Then Phoenix. Attack interval increased from 3.2 seconds to 3.4 seconds. I think this is a pretty big nerf to the Phoenix. And the last patch, I think it was kind of a joke that they nerfed the Phoenix. Was like 5% health and attack or something. Or 3%, I don't remember, but it was way too low. But I think the biggest thing about the Phoenix is the charge shot. Like it offers the unit away to the late game. That's why it's like good early game. And then it has a solid transition to late game with the charge shot. So I would like them to touch the charge shot especially, not these statistics. And developers note the nerf to Phoenix will give other early game damage dealers like Sabertooth and Void Eye more room to shine. Yeah, I think the problem is that you need anti-air in this game. And because of the unit drops, there can always be some cheese available for the enemy, like armored raids or phantom rays or whatnot. So you kind of need always some anti-air units early, so you can scale them. That's why that's one of the reasons the Phoenix has been also pretty good. But it's a good change for sure. Like the Phoenix is way too powerful. Then Tarantula HP nerf 5%. Again, like just last patch it got nerf 5% on both health and damage. And the Tarantula has been quite strong. It's super strong. And one of the reasons I think I mentioned this on the last video, that the strategy is so easy to play. Like it's super easy to copy. Like you just build Tarantulas, you just build Phoenix, then you go all in on crawlers. Or like build a lot of crawlers and then go from there. Just continue the formation. And you have a very good board that scales in the late game. Then when there's Fortress Anti-Air, you just go Quantum, maybe block it with field maintenance rates, whatever. The strategy is very easy to play. So I think these numbers are like affected by that a lot. Because I would think a little bit lower MMR, it's super crazy. Because it's so easy to play and it's hard to play against. But good change. Developers note Tarantula is still performing better than other starting units. Since the newly buffed Void Eye will make the early game Tarantula even stronger, we think it is reasonable to nerf the Tarantula a little. Yeah, sure. Reinforcement card removed quick cooldown. Developers note, quick cooldown has too much influence on specific matchups. We have decided to temporarily remove this card and bring it back after finding a suitable balance solution for it. So maybe they have seen from their own data that the quick cooldown is broken. But I think the underlying problem here is that all the spells are broken. And when the other player picks all the spells, and then he gets quick cooldown, it's even more broken. So I think they are interpreting this situation wrong. Like, this card is not the problem, the spells are the problem. There is some situations though, like with enhancement module. If you get intensive training, quick cooldown, then you roll an enhancement module. It's pretty crazy. But there's multiple situations where this is quite strong. Or like pretty good with missile specialist. But yeah, I think the spells are just way too strong. I would expect like big nerf to all the spells. I think all the oil, fire, orbital, ion blast, all of this is so broken. Then against like aggro, I think the mobilized battleship is quite good. The early wasp swarm is a pain to deal with also. But I think the summoning spells are quite alright. You can defend against them with mobile beacon. And I think they changed the early game quite a bit. Like, you cannot go for a certain strategy maybe, because you have to defend a drop. So I think it adds a lot of variance to the game. But like oil and fire in general are way too strong. And then I don't like that the spells are like, if you compare Storm to like Orbital Javelin, I think the Orbital Javelin, although it is very good against certain giant compositions and stuff like that, you need to aim it at one point, so it offers like it's very easy to read as the defender, to know where it's coming from, to know it's where the enemy is targeting it. And you can do something about it. You can sell the unit, you can beacon it around, like there's some counterplay. But with Storm, for example, or sometimes Orbital, if you have committed to Wasps or Overlords, or any kind of air units, and you don't have jump drive on the bar, like, what are you doing? Like, there's one spell that entirely deletes your army, whereas the enemy can just shield it away. Same with fire, for example. It punishes the player who has the faster army or who's moving towards the other. Like, there's no counterplay to the fire. Like, I have played multiple games where the enemy has bad clear for crawlers, and I just keep building them because that's what wins me the game. Then he gets one fire spell and it's over for me because there's zero counterplay to it. So I think the problem with the design of the spells is that they target like one unit type. It deletes one unit type from the game. So that situation happens a lot where the enemy has no answer for one unit type, and then you just keep building the unit type, and then he gets a spell that counters the unit type. I think it's so bad, the design. Like, for example, Missile Strike is a good design, you can play around it. They should think about these spells, like, a lot. But good patch, I think. But these are like, I think they need to make bigger changes. Like, overhaul some bigger stuff. Make reworks, big reworks. Not just small stat changes. These are like easy to do, and they make a lot of sense what they have done here, but I would like to see more. Yeah, thank you for watching.